That's all right here. What?
Oh,
All right,
mic
welcome
lag.
everybody to Templar Year in Review. Year 2017 for Templars. Didn't really take any notes, so we're just winging it here.
Never doing what I do.
Anyway, this past year, we've had some really good success with the Planet Side 2 formations. They've been doing really well. Rainbow's been rocking steady so far,
this week
as far as I know. X, do you have any? Yeah, I was going to ask if you had anything to add to that.
Yeah, that's all I have to add. It's starting back
Paladins
up this week.
is pretty much dead. Yeah, Paladin's pretty much dead. Just kind of fell through the cracks because I think they just kept releasing heroes and not balancing them well enough to where people just got fed up. Other formations, War Thunder is on an indefinite hold until X decides he wants to revive it.
Yep, just
I think we're waiting on
updates
updates to happen for that,
yeah.
right?
They're working on some balancing to the currency and shit, and that's what I'm waiting for.
No, please, because I've been waiting for that, actually.
Oh, they reduced the cost of a shit ton of things recently.
Finally, yes.
Tigers are still stupid.
Well, that's good, because that was one of the major hurdles.
Grind was real.
Anyway, kicking off really good this year, especially since the launch of Plains of Eidolon. We've seen a massive spike in Templar Warframe participation.
May I also be the one to say that we actually
play Warframe. You could look this dope.
We also got Alpha Wolf into this game.
Yeah.
Yes, we actually managed to get Alpha Wolf. One of the biggest naysayers about Warframe and Pirates, we managed to get him on here and have fun.
And all over the PvP as well. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, well, the PvP is dead in this game. We all know it. It's not about the PvP anyway.
No, it's not.
If you want
also
PvP,
this year,
you can duel us.
Yeah, that's a better option. Also this year we've had a few troubling instances of severe insubordination, thinly veiled insubordination. I want to make something clear. I pick my officers because of their merits. They don't ask for their positions, they just do their jobs, and they deserve to be treated with respect because, you know, they're doing more work than they are play, okay? These guys are under stress. They are, you know, holding together remarkably well under that stress, and, you know, keeping a gaming community together for more than 5 years, and that's another thing that happened this year. We had our 5-year anniversary.
This is my first.
Yeah, and you know, we've got some really good new blood in here as far as, you know, overall is concerned, with Wayward over there, the floating red Excalibur, and Heart Rose, brother Heart Rose over there.
Steve, wannabe butterfly.
I'm not sure what frame you're in. Yeah, what frame are you in, Heart? I can't tell.
Excalibur.
It's Excal. I can tell by the
Excalibur with butterfly wings.
Yeah, he's the narwhal.
Float like a butterfly.
Sting like a bee.
Blade like an Excalibur. Yeah. So yeah, there's been some insubordination towards officers, and you guys need to cut that shit out because, you know, it's detrimental to the entire unity of the group. It sets a bad example. These guys do bust their asses to make sure that you have the best gaming experience that you can possibly have playing with us. So, you know, they work really hard to maintain that sense of unity and brotherhood that is what makes this clan so special. I mean, go ahead, Brother X, you had a point to make.
If the fucking insubordination keeps up, on my end, you'll be seeing it when it goes up on YouTube. There'll be a demonstration of right here of what the fuck me and Tread are gonna do to you. It's gonna be brains everywhere and get the fuck out of here. That was close.
Okay, that's the not so
That's
so.
a hell of a-
Yeah, it pretty much sums it up. The laws are going to be enforced very strictly. There will no longer be any wiggle room in this, okay? We've had, what, how many? 3 dishonorable discharges this year?
Yes, 3.
4? Yeah,
was it
4.
Oh yeah, because death
We had
touch
Ghost
didn't
Snipe.
count as a dishonorable.
Yeah,
He
redeemed
did.
himself.
He still counted.
Oh, does he?
So
Alright.
we got. He did redeem himself. I'm getting to that. We had Ghost Sniped for trolling and false emergency and various other crimes, and then we had Ducky, Elemental Duck 60, discharged for spamming. Various other crimes, cowardice, I think, I forget.
No.
And then unfortunately
I
we
believe
had,
it was spam, trolling, harassment. I'm
yeah,
missing
there were
anything
quite a
on there?
few.
I think it was that.
No,
actually.
we had, unfortunately we had to dishonorably discharge Brother Zeb this year for tremendous admin position, various other crimes that were a direct violation of Templar law. However, and we also had to do the same, also known as death touch, because of failure to report to a tribunal, failure to answer a administrative warning within the 72 hours you're given to do so, and a few others. But those last two, Zeb and Brother Death Touch, both of them gained allied status because of the honor and integrity and flat-out grace with which they accepted their punishment, to
just on a
owned up
side
to
note,
what they had done.
to
And,
add on to that.
yeah.
Due to the instance of one of the, yeah, fuck it, I'll go with criminals. Do not shut off your notifications. If you can, shut off specific chat notifications, but do not ignore chat. Check it every now and then at the very least.
Absolutely, that's another
we
point
had an
I wanted to
issue
bring
with
up.
that
Go ahead,
with one of the
Wayward.
people who got kicked.
Yeah, we did. And Wayward, you had something to add to that?
Yeah, like X said, definitely check chat now and then. And if you do have notifications turned off, just like make sure you turn them on again, like every now and then.
Yeah,
I'll third that notion.
Like I know it can get annoying and every time, and I shut off notifications sometimes, but I still check chat and I turn on my notifications again.
Yeah, always check your Templar Council, even if you have your notifications turned off. Check it once a day, because sometimes I say some important shit on there that you need to listen up to. You know, I mean, there may be an amendment to Templar law or something, and you'll miss it, or you get an administrative warning and you don't even check your mail because you don't have notifications. I mean, you gotta pay attention to this stuff so you don't end up in hot water just by complacency alone. And nobody wants that, but the law will be followed, it will be carried out, it will be enforced. I'll be doing a separate video later this week, or next week early, with Brother Genki, who will translate Templar law into Spanish for Spanish-speaking potential recruits and allies.
Oh yeah, I forgot he speaks Spanish as a native language.
Oh, absolutely.
So he is Puerto Rican, so
we are multinational, and yeah, that's another thing I want to congratulate you guys on. 5 years of being a multinational, multi-background gaming organization, and holding together for as long as we have, with so many loyal Templars out there. I want to thank all of the loyal Templars out there, both active and inactive, due to real life stuff.
To also go on like losing Templars and everything, and also being loyal Templars, I think we should send a message out to Rev. If you're listening, man, like, please, we would love to have you back. Like, that guy that sent you that message, we did not know the guy. We had no
We
clue
also
he even
dropped the
existed.
banhammer on him. I think just about every Templar that day reported him to PlayStation Network and also blocked him.
Trust me, Rev, I ain't been here as long as everyone else, but I can tell you from the time I have spent here getting to know everyone, they ain't like that, man. Come back, please.
Yeah, that goes to another video I put out earlier this month, a message to my viewers, and that was a message stating outright that I do not condone or support racism in any form, and if you are a racist, get the hell out of my channel. Get out of my gaming community. You know?
If you're racist, you're just ignorant. Like that's what you are.
Exactly. Well, it's ignorance and it's meaningless hate.
I do have a mod, and me and him both have record of racism gone.
Exactly. So you know, racism is against Templar law anyway, and it's an immediate dishonorable discharge, I believe.
Hell, it's against the law in general.
In front of me.
Even
but
in real life.
Exactly. But you know, the laws are there and in place to protect the unity, harmony, good fellowship and good brotherhood and, you know, sisterhood. In the case of a few, we now have a few Templar sisters.
Yep, my aunt's one of them. My aunt is mostly PC though, so.
Yeah, we have Sister Haven and we have Boopy. Sister Boopy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't forget your wife. She'd kill you.
Oh Lord, no. She's also our Neverwinter section chief. That's another thing. Interest in Neverwinter has dropped off noticeably, and really there's no reason for it except, you know, people feel like that they're having to work on the guild hall. Look, guys, it's not just about working on the guild hall. You can donate or not donate. It's not let's get it built right now thing, okay? It takes us sources. It's really all about getting on there with Boopy and having a good time, because she thinks up some neat stuff to do. Like one day she had them all, everybody showed up, running around for just hunting every dragon on every map, you know, and they had a great time with it. They had a blast, and you know, they'll help each other out and everything. And new player, it's definitely a good help to have Sister Boopy with you, because she is MLG on that shit. That's her stuff. That's her craft. She is the Grand Master. She knows what the hell she's talking about.
She plays that game like people go to church. It's ridiculous.
And Boopy, I've said it many times before in chat and in other streams and videos, but Boopy's not just like a sister to us. She's like a mother to all of us, basically. She keeps Tread in check sometimes, and she keeps all of us in check.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Tread's the father, Boopy's the mother.
Well,
it's a big family.
You can look at it that way.
Yes, I'm the psychotic.
Yeah, I try to keep that feeling of family and belonging. That's what we're trying to get back to, and we will be working extremely hard on that this coming year. Well, this year in 2018. We will be going back to our roots, one damn way or the other. Guys, I can either use the honey or the stick. It's up to you.
Trust me, you don't want the stick. That stick is quite sharp.
He's nice with it. See, I don't use the stick. I use the fucking bomb.
Yeah,
he just shoves her up there and
sledgehammer with a rocket strapped to the end of it. Whip out a super sledge on you, but yeah, all my officers will be enforcing the law if they see you break it, and I'm not there. Just don't think just because I'm not on that I'm not going to find out about stuff.
There's enough officers here where we have enough officers where he literally has eyes everywhere.
Exactly. I have officers, and I have a shadow council too, two randomly chosen Templars every month that are different every month, and you never know who they're going to be. You never know when they're watching.
His XO don't even know.
Exactly. I don't even let my XO know. That's top priority intel right there. But go ahead, Brother Hart. You had something to add?
Oh, no, just agreeing with him there. Yeah.
Roger that. Yeah, carrying on.
Sorry for the background noise, by the way, I was clearing my TV a little.
That's part of the move back towards our roots, is enforcing the laws that we have laid down. And guys, there's only 10 of them since the amendment. There are only
most of them are common
10.
sense.
Yes, exactly. Most of them are common sense. It only takes, what, 15 minutes to watch the fucking video, X?
If that, you don't even need to watch the whole video.
You can read them. They're in the files section on the Facebook group. Those of you not in the Facebook group but on Facebook, I encourage you to join it. Read those files.
Oh yeah, well, because actually, where's my iPod? I gotta find that.
Sorry, just started throwing that reminder.
But anyway, yeah, there are valuable files on there that will help you out in your journey as a Templar.
And if you and if you're like me and you have trouble loading Facebook sometimes, just go ahead and download like the files. You can do that, you know.
Exactly, and they're all in notepad format, so they're very small, easily downloaded files. Don't take up a lot of space on your computer. Just put them in a folder named Templar Intel and leave it on your desktop. I mean,
if you're like me, you don't like being
the laws are laid out there. Officers are listed there, so you know who your officers are. We have examples of digital combat applied to Sun Tzu's Art of War, and those I encourage everybody to read, even if you're not leading a squad or you're not a section chief or an officer. Even if you're just a frontline Templar, read that file. Okay, it will help you.
So don't worry
yes,
about
it is, but I've broken it down in that file to where it's understandable to everybody in video game terms. It has a quote from Sun Tzu, and then how it applies to video game terms and how to apply it practically.
I love Sun Tzu.
I did that one back in
Dust
514. He was an excellent tactician, and yeah, it was way back in Dust when I put that file up. It's still valid today. I've updated it to reflect the games we play currently. With more broad terms, you know, some of the terms are Dust specific, so I had to broaden them. Otherwise, it's the same file. There is a Templar roster on there, but it's not entirely accurate. I have not had the chance to edit that at all, and it's going to be a pain in the ass, but I will do it. It is coming in the future. I just can't give it's a TBA, to be announced.
I would update it for you, but I don't have access to a computer.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I would be able to update it through my iPod. Probably not. I still haven't joined the group. I'll join it later.
But I got this. I appreciate that, but I got this. It's not that hard to fix a notepad file on my ancient laptop. ARC has seen a small spike in the Templar Order. ARC Survival Evolved. For those of you that don't know, my server is open to all Templars who play ARC. If you contribute and you help build and tame and hunt, then your name will appear on the billboard outside the castle. Wayward, yours is already up there, so is Bulldogs and Sister Boopy for design consultation.
Yeah,
Thank you, Trev, for reminding me. I gotta message somebody about that.
If I may add on to that, Tread server is unfortunately only non-dedicated, and unfortunately, for right now, the way non-dedicated servers work is you're tethered to the host, so it kind of sucks. You're limited to a certain range, but eventually the devs will either increase it or get rid of it entirely.
Are you talking about voice chat, or are you talking about
no, ARC, sorry. ARC, yeah.
No, you're talking about the voice chat in ARC being tethered to the host, or the actual game itself, like if you get too far away from it, you die.
The actual game, like you actually, well, you don't die, you just like hit a wall, and anytime the host moves when you're over by that wall, you just get pushed back.
That's okay, it's a team effort thing for the server anyway. When we're on there, we're all working together to achieve a certain goal.
Split screen mechanic, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a split screen mechanic, but it also runs on non-dedicated, which I kind of hate. But
why the fuck would you have a split screen mechanic
they
in a game like that?
too. There's a big update coming for Ark in the news thing. There is a big for Ark, and
yeah,
we're supposed to get some new tamables.
Yeah, it's something to do with like the game not being able to handle it. I don't know why, but
yeah,
had to look more into it.
What engine does the game run on? That'll tell you.
Well, also it's
Unreal.
kind of a good thing because if one of you guys if one of you guys gets killed, you know, I don't have to go that far to recover your body. So that's a little easier right there. All now is to catch a couple more pteranodons and make some pteranodon saddles so everyone has a flyer. Everyone currently has a para for hauling shit around and riding on, and an extra to take with you to harvest, and I'm working on expanding the pack so everybody can have at least 4 or 5 of those dialos with them.
And I'm also not sure how many people can be on a non-dedicated server currently. I think it's either 4 or 8, but it may actually be more.
It's probably 4.
Roger that. Well, this is only open to Templars. I'm David, but this is a Templar only special thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm building a humongous castle, and it will be for our Templars. And by the end of the year, when it's finished, I will take pictures of it and everything, and we'll take a tour of it with everybody that helped. That'll be another video, though. Moving along. Aside from enforcing the law more stringently, and you know, you guys really, especially the newer guys, get to know your officers. Okay, if you're not sure who they are, ask X, ask myself, ask Wayward. Wayward here's an officer.
Yeah, we all have the officer voices.
Very attentive, and you know, he's a wealth of information. You want to know something, Brother Hart there, he's like a living archive or something.
Okay, now you're just trying to make me blush.
That's not hard.
No.
Yeah, a little. I actually am getting a bit of a blush. I'm not used to the praise.
That's also another thing. If we ever get new Templars, I think anytime we do get new Templars, we just throw up there in a council chat that the officers are these people. So it'll be like you, me, X, and Joe, and all that. Every time we get a new Templar, we'll put it up.
Roger that. So be it. Let it be known that this day that has gone into effect. So we will start doing that. Everybody that recruits. Which brings me to my next topic: our new recruiting policy. This is brought on by all the trolling and all the dishonorable discharges I've had to give out this year. 4 in 365 days is entirely too many. Even though we've only
365 days is too many.
Really, when compared to other gaming communities, we're doing really good as far as that goes. In 5 years, we've had, I don't know what, 6, 7 at the most. So when you think about it like that, we're doing really good. Project David is now up and running and in full swing. For those of you too young to join, this is all coming around to our new recruiting policy. If you're too young to join, but you enjoy playing with us and you can behave like a civilized human being instead of a fucking idiot banging their head into a wall, then you're absolutely welcome to join our Project David PlayStation 4 community and get in on all our events and the benefits thereof. You are expected to follow Templar law to the best of your ability, but are not bound by it. However, posts and everything will get you kicked. If you break Templar law in your post, you will get kicked from that, and there's no coming back from it as just a Project David member. Now, as a Project David member, you're not just a Project David member. The allied forces over there, especially the ones that have been Templars before but are now relegated to allied status due to dishonorable discharges, those guys can give you a lot of good advice. So if you're in Project David currently and you need some advice or anything on how to act more like a Templar, or how to, you know, anything regarding the law. Talk to those guys, see what they have to say, listen to what they have to say, because both of those guys have been with us for a long time, so they know what's expected. Our new recruiting policy, which is what this has all been going around to, new Templar recruits must be at least 16 years of age or older. New Templar recruits must spend 2 weeks in Project David under observation of their sponsor Templar. That sponsor must be a Templar in good standing, meaning he has no administrative warnings, nothing like that, no tribunals within the last 4 months, and that sponsor will regularly report during those 2 weeks to Officer Council on your behavior and on your general demeanor. At the end of those 2 weeks, you will take a test on Templar law, which you should have watched the video for during those 2 weeks, and if you pass, you will become an official Interstellar Templar. Now,
this is the strictest we've had it, and
this sounds, yeah, and it is the strictest we've had it, but it's for a very good reason. I mean, if you don't want in enough to go through that, and it's really not all that much to ask because of the problems we've had with troll invasions and having to kick people right after we recruited them. It's just a pain in the fucking ass, and you know, I'm done with it. So, you know, we only want the best kind of people. You don't have to be the best player, have the best KD, anything like that. You just have to know how to respect your brother Templars and your sister Templars and follow the fucking law. If you can do that, then you're willing to go through all that stuff. And if you've played with us, you know we're a good bunch of guys, and you know we're going to go back to the our roots. We protect the weak. We see someone trolling someone else, and there's no good reason for it. We're going to step in and do something about it, whatever that may be. All Templars are duty bound to do this, even if it's just to say, hey, stop.
You guys go ahead.
Even if you just do that. Now, if it's clearly a conflict between two people that's been going on for a while and they're both slinging shit, just stay out of the middle of it, and, you know, don't be like that. We're also duty bound to teach those with less knowledge than us of whatever game we're playing on. So if you're playing a game with someone else and you're like super awesome at it, and they're a brand new noob, green as the grass, treat them with respect. You know, be patient, teach. You know, when you're out there and in the Templar Council and amongst your brothers and sisters, and more importantly, out there in the real world and amongst random people, you are representing the Templar name, and we want people that will represent it well, you know. So if you think that you've got what it takes, then please apply. We'll put you through the process, and you'll come out the other side a Templar, and a brand new Templar. But you know, if you do not meet the qualifications, or you're not confident that you can stick to the laws, just don't bother, okay? Don't waste everybody's time. If you're not going to stick to the laws, don't bother joining. You know, it's not like I'm starved for recruits here. But I
He's
do
literally
want to
not.
welcome
We got the
new
whole
ones.
world ahead of us.
Exactly. I do welcome new ones. You know, you guys just got to be able to, if you're thinking about joining us, just, you know, go through the process. You know, earn that respect of going through that process, and you know, come out the other side of the Templar, and you'll have brothers for life. There's been a lot of tragedy this year, and I'd like to thank every Templar out there for all the support they've done.
Your mic's lagging, Fred. Give it a second.
Difficult times.
Oh, so that wasn't just me? I thought that was just an issue on my end.
Yeah.
No, that was him entirely.
Okay.
Okay.
How's it now, and how much did I miss? Where did I get to?
You're good now.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay,
Very
well,
good.
I was,
Something about thank you, and then it just went to fucking shit.
okay, I
Thank
wanted
you
to
for
thank
all the
all
support.
yeah, I wanted to thank everybody for supporting each other through the difficult times we've had this year. A lot of people have lost people near and dear to them, myself included.
Actually,
And
you lost
there's
too. You
been a
got it
lot
the
of
worst, I
tragedy.
think.
There's been, yeah, exactly. There's been a lot of illness and everything, but that support, that brotherhood, that's what makes us so great. You know, that bond. Officers, with this new move back toward our roots, will refrain from sniping at each other in public. This means Templar Council, broadcasts, wherever. You guys gotta beef with each other. Keep it private or bring it to me.
Jokingly
Do
is a
not
whole nother matter
air
on
that
that.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
jokingly is fine. Like,
yeah, joking's fine, but there's a point where joking goes a little too far, and if someone says stop, then stop. I mean, but officers, I want you guys to back each other up in council. Even if you don't agree with each other in private, I want you to back each other up in public. So that's not doing shit like that. If you know you're going to set someone off, don't do it. Just you know, swallow it down and do your job. You know, because you guys are great officers. I'd also like to thank my officer corps for being so great and helpful during this past year, and really all of them since they've been elected have, well, not elected, appointed, have been excellent at their jobs, have done exceedingly well. So I want to thank all of you guys too. All our dedicated frontline Templars out there this year. We've had over 130 formations
Something like
in
that.
2017.
I can
Just
actually check that
alone.
because I have my laptop here. Just give me a
Roger
moment.
that, brother Hart. Look that up and see how many formations we had in 2017.
It's 130 some odd for planet side. Unknown for Neverwinter because I don't think anybody actually put down a number for that. And almost 30. Almost 30 now for Rainbow Six.
Yeah. No, Buku doesn't record Neverwinter, so that's unknown.
She threw up a couple of pictures up there, though. She did post a couple of formation squad photos for Neverwinter.
Yeah, she did, but this is not accurate because she didn't, you know, as much as she did. So.
Okay, for Planet Side 2, we have on record 138 formations, with our first annual having been 2 days ago.
Nice. Other formations are.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you wanted.
I already gave the numbers for the Rainbow's almost at 30. It's like 26 or something. If you give me a quick second, I can check it. I've got my YouTube.
Yeah, please look at your YouTube real quick and check it.
Yeah, you check yours and I'll look at Warpigs.
He doesn't take part in Rainbow Six due to his internet being too shitty.
Yeah, it's not my fault. It's UB being too shitty with their algorithm laziness. And kiss
no, it's
my
not
ass
laziness.
It's that.
They made it strict on purpose due to people bitching. So don't blame UB on that one.
I blame all the bitches and UB for caving to them.
We're at 25 for Rainbow.
25, excellent. I mean, I love Rainbow, don't get me wrong. I just hate the way they look for cheaters because it singles out people that just happen to have shitty internet and it's not their fault. And then you can't play with your buddies. So
there's a bit of
I wrote to them about this.
They made it that strict, and then it kind of bit them in the ass because now people are saying that they can't play because if you're in Australia, your nearest server is in fucking UK.
And let's face it, this is Ubisoft's first real success as in the multiplayer arena. So yeah, they've got a history of sucking ass with it.
But they're still learning.
For Honor X, but
they also have a history of the games glitching out a lot, and that's what kind of turned me off with Ubisoft.
Yeah,
that's not just Ubisoft though. There's a lot of devs that do that, so don't put that on Ubi.
Oh, yeah, I know, but like Ubisoft has got like a lot of glitches.
And you play
mainly with Assassin's Creed and everything.
And it's sad that it's mostly their annual stuff, like you said, Wayward. Now I do love their Far Cry stuff. I mean, I love the Far Cry series. It's amazing.
Oh, good God, the bugs on Far Cry.
Yeah, but it's still an awesome series. I mean, it's still fun. It still tells a good story, especially 3. And you know, I can't wait for 5 to hit. But
this is honestly
on the topic of Rainbow Six, though. It's really cheap. It's only like $25. And that's 25 Canadian, so it's cheaper for the US. So just if you're interested in player versus player, go get it.
Yeah,
5-man squads. Let's go kill shit.
I mainly do the PvE.
Get enough people on Rainbow. Sorry to interrupt you there, Wayward, but if we get enough people on Rainbow, I might consider doing 5v5 custom matches with the Templars once a week.
That I wouldn't mind, actually.
Yeah, that would actually be excellent for teamwork training.
What kind of incentive do you offer for that, X?
Pardon me?
Just what kind of incentive are you offering? The thrill of killing the boss, or
the thrill of trying to find and kill the boss?
Yeah, the hunt. And speaking of the hunt, the first annual Commander Hunt turned out outstanding. Thank you to everybody that participated, Hunter and Prey Team. Prey Team wiped the floor with Hunter Team like little bitches, and they just couldn't stand up to our spandex.
That felt good.
Honestly, Hunter Team did really good. I want to say Alpha Wolf won and Wayward came in second.
Yeah, I did. Because unfortunately, Alpha Wolf came in late and wiped the floor with me. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Because he's a shotgun whore. Get used to it.
He is.
No, I watched his stream. He's much smarter than your average shotgun whore. I watched his stream to see the hunter side of it. I advise everybody to watch both sides, you know, to see how the hunt goes.
And a thank you to my friend 0x Darkmist for coming in to help us out.
Thank you, Hart. I forgot about that, and Zero definitely needed to be mentioned. He's a valued ally, and I really enjoyed playing with him so far.
And as Mr. Danky, I'm pretty sure he watches Wolf's stream as you were on the Prey Team for the first annual. I do apologize for... Yeah, I do apologize for getting upset. I lost my cool there, but at the same time, I had the right... Well, I guess I had the right to actually get angry, because stream sniping is not fun. It ruins the fun and everything.
Just call it what it is. Everybody is cheating.
It's cheating. It's not fun. It's just it just sucks. Come on.
Pay attention, YouTube. Stream sniping is not. Neither is screen peeking when you're playing co-op split screen or something, or PvP split screen. If you're a screen peeker, you're a jerk. You know, I mean, don't do it. Resist the urge. It's just
I mean, why show up if you're gonna cheat? Like, either fight fair or please just don't even. Because,
well, to be fair, that person just joined in because they were watching Alpha Wolf's channel and decided to troll us.
I did know Mr. Danky. Mr. Danky is actually a pretty good player, but I did not realize that they would also be stream sniping. I never knew that they actually had multiple.
They're such a pretty good player, you know. They might be stream sniping people to buff how good they look on YouTube, and the people who do that are despicable as hell. So yeah, we're going back to the old way, guys. There will be brotherhood and unity again. No more of this bickering. No more pushing the boundaries of the law. No more trying to skirt around it. No more fucking arguing with me about it, because I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to act like it's my job. And, you know, I don't like being the bad guy, but I'm going to do what I got to do. Exactly. It has become necessary. So I want to do what I got to do to preserve the values of this gaming community. So, you know, guys, if you're out there and you're following the law and you're a good Templar, this is a time of joy for you. If you're fucking up and you're doing questionable things that maybe skirt the definition of trolling or bullying, and you know who you are. I don't have. Well, I'm talking about within the Templar Order.
I know, but
you know who you are. I'm not going to name any names, but you know who you are, and all you got to do is just quit and be a decent person. That's all we ask. And most of you guys are guilty of this, are decent people anyway, but you've fallen into this. I don't know. See that
Say that last part again. Your mic freaked out.
Okay, well, people have gotten a little complacent, and some people think that because I might not be online for a day or two, that they can just fuck around, and I'm never going to find out, and that's not true. I will find out. But you guys got some closing statements?
No, I've got something completely different. However, I'll let Wayward go first, but I got something completely different.
Yeah, to top off of what you said of people, when you get off or something, like when you have to do some personal during formations and everything, usually I'll take over for Plant Site 2 formations. I tend to find that a lot of people don't join and whatnot. They actually don't even say like, hey, I just got this going on or whatnot.
Yeah, they just don't join. I watch it too.
If you've got something...
In response to that...
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Waver. Go ahead. Finish your thought, and then I'll respond, because I got a response for that one.
Well, yeah, if you got something going on, just put it up in council chat. Just say like, hey, my aunt's like in the hospital or something. I gotta go talk to her. I gotta go see her or something. If it's something personal, just put it up in council chat.
Shit all over the floor.
Yeah, just some. If it's something that's happening in real life, just put it up in council chat just to let us know, and I'll be like, all right, well, fine.
And we don't need specifics on that kind of stuff, by the way. You can just say that you've got personal stuff going on and you can't make it. That's fine.
Yeah.
We don't expect these long stories of, oh, so-and-so is having whatever go on.
Yeah, we don't need your life story, just...
But if you're just going to be online and you do attend formations when Tread's on, but see that Tread's not going to be on and just think, oh, well, it's just a vacation. I'm not going to, like, take that. It's kind of insulting.
Yeah, it is insulting. That's thinly veiled insubordination. It's like you don't trust your officers. And listen, guys, you gotta trust your officers, because I appointed them for a reason. They were very carefully selected. You may not like them, but they're out for the better good for you and for our entire community. So it's going to be fun going to a formation with them. If I'm not there, and Wayward's hosting or X is hosting this formation to some miracle, and the universe turned inside out, and X is hosting it, then or Alpha Wolf's hosting it, or even Bulldog or Heart or any frontline Templar that took the initiative to get it started and going, even though I wasn't there, have the courtesy to show up for an hour or two, or just at least explain why you're not going to.
Yeah. Like
whoever is hosting the event is the one in charge. You do not get to overthrow them. They are in charge. Unless you are told you can lead, you sit your ass down, shut the fuck up, and let them lead.
That's something else I wanted to talk about, X. When I put someone in charge of something, let's say we're on planet side together, and I put someone in squad lead. That person is to be obeyed. If it leads us into disaster, so be it. If we all get massacred, so be it. That's part of that person's learning process. They are being trained as much as you are to become better Templars out there on the field. And, leadership training is not fucking easy, okay? So make their lives a little bit easier by doing what the hell they say and not arguing with orders. Way too much. No, but we should go over here. No, let's go over there. No, let's stick together as a fucking team.
I have
brotherhood, because that's how we pull victory out of defeat.
This has happened to me while I was in formation.
Yeah, that's why I brought
Saturday
it up,
or something.
But
I'm not gonna name any names. But this has happened before, and it was quickly dealt with. The person did apologize and whatnot. But
yes,
yeah,
he did. And, you know, that's not just been a problem for you either, Wayward. I've had problems with it. Heart's had problems with it.
And a little less so on my side. It usually gets dealt with quickly. But yeah, as representative from the front line here, please, guys, listen to your officers or whoever's leading the formation. They got enough to deal with. They don't need you causing crap.
Yeah. If I put Bulldog in charge, you will follow him to the gates of hell if he says so. I mean, just follow every order he makes. When he screws up and leads you all to death, it's going to be, you know, on him, and he'll feel bad about it and try to do better next time. He doesn't need to be told, hey, Bulldog, you screwed up. What the fuck, man? Just leave all that shit by the wayside, you know?
I know I've led us into disaster.
Hell, I have too. I lead us into disaster all the time. It's fun. But, you know,
joy out of it.
Yeah, guys, just respect whoever I put in command, because I'm going to be respecting them as if they're in command to me. When I put Wayward in charge, I follow his orders. When I put Hart in charge, I follow his orders. When I'm on, if I'm in Rainbow with X,
for that, please
for example,
check out our YouTube channels.
Absolutely. And if for example I'm in with X in his formation, and you know, I'm going to listen to what he says and follow his orders, because he is in charge as section chief of that formation. So, you know, if you're not sure who your section chiefs are, if you're not sure who's in charge of the particular game that you happen to be playing on with other Templars, ask somebody, please. Ask me if you need to. If no one else knows, ask me, ask X, ask Hart, Wayward. Those guys generally know. Any officer can help you.
And on another note of formation leads, if you're leading a formation and you have to step away for whatever reason, like you need to go to the shop, whatever, please appoint a temporary commander. That way, you know, people have some idea of what to do.
Prevent anarchy.
Yeah, prevent anarchy. Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
Exactly,
Thank you.
Because anarchy is harmful to unity, and unity is the thing that bonds us. That brings me around to another point. If you're going to be gone for a long time and you know it, and you're an officer, take the 5 fucking minutes to type a message in officer council and let us know you're going to be gone, so we don't think, you know, I don't know, a fucking train ran you over and then slapped you into a tornado which threw you into a volcano and you boiled alive. We don't know if you don't tell us, so please let us know so we don't worry.
If the internet suddenly gets disconnected, that's a different story though.
Yeah, but you know, let us know as soon as possible. The open door policy, I want to discuss that for just a second. Guys, I have an open door policy. For those of you who may not know what that means you can come to me and speak to me about anything you want, okay? And it will stay confidential between the two of us. Yeah, don't use X as an intermediary. Don't ask him to speak on your behalf. Just come talk to me. I'm not the fucking boogeyman. I'm not the devil. I'm not going to rip out your heart and beat you across the face with it.
I will second that fact.
I'm more likely to do it than you are.
Yeah, X is more likely to jump your shit than I am, so if you want a pleasant open door experience, come talk to me.
I'm just an asshole, I openly admit that.
If you've got a problem with another Templar, immediately come talk to me before it escalates, okay? Don't escalate it. If someone's bullying you, don't push back, come talk to me. We'll get officer counsel on it. If you know you're having problems that you need to discuss with someone, you don't feel like you can talk to anyone else, you can always talk to me. Don't let it affect your conduct as a Templar holding something inside. Come talk to me instead, okay? If I give you a job to do and you're dissatisfied in it, and you feel like you're not getting anywhere or you're abandoned or something, you need to come talk to me before you send me a message telling me that you quit it. This is a hypothetical case, of course, but you know, if I give you something to do, come talk to me. If you don't like it, I'll talk with you about it. We'll figure out what's going on and whether or not we can salvage your position. It's important to make use of that open door policy whenever you need it, Go ahead,
just, this is hypothetical because I doubt it's gonna happen ever with you. But if, I would also like to extend this to me, and if any officers want to, I would also would like them to say something. But if Tread is gone like for say a long time, like say a month or something, he hasn't been on for some sort of reason, I'm a nice guy. I'll definitely listen to you, and I'll even get in touch with Tread somehow and tell him what's going on and try to get something going.
We do have
go
to
to Tread. Let me look at that. You guys keep talking. I'm gonna look at this.
Yeah, definitely go up to Tread and whatnot when he is there. Like I said, that's hypothetical.
Very true, viewer.
Yeah, and if Tread's not there and Wayward's not, I can't promise I'll be any good at giving advice or anything if that's what you're looking for, but I can, at the very least, I will listen. You will be heard, and if I can, like, I'll write it down or something. If it's an issue you need to get to Tread, I'll make sure it gets to him. You know, I can listen if nothing else.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I'm gone for that long, X is in charge because he's my XO. So,
and yours before
X
he
is
goes,
your
he tells
commander in
me I'm in
chief
charge
if I'm
anyway.
gone. And yes, I will notify if I'm going to be gone for a long time, and if I'm able to. Thank you, Genki, for joining us. That's Genki watching. Yeah, like I said, we will be doing the Spanish translation Templar law pretty soon, within the next week or so, and we'll be getting that done. But yeah, Genki, he's another excellent officer to talk to. If you need to talk to someone, I'm not around. Talk to your officers, guys. Okay. And when you're playing in a game, like if you're in Destiny 2, okay, your section chief right now is a German officer. Now, if he tells you to do something, just do it, okay? We are doing the year in review, Genki, and we're almost done with it. We're coming down to the closing statements here.
Yep.
I'm going to start with X, your closing statement.
I didn't have a closing statement, I just had something else to say. For our PS3 Templars, my PS3 is literally always hooked up. If you wish to have, say, a little formation once a week, send me a message, I'll hop on, I don't give a shit. I've got Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, a whole bunch of other games. Just let me know and I'll see if I have it.
Roger that. Brother Wayward, do you have any closing statements?
Not really, other than to say, definitely, if any problems persist or whatnot, just come up to any one of us officers, Tread even. Definitely go up to Tread. His open door policy's always open. And,
not made of thorns here.
We're all friendly and everything, like, well, I can't speak for X, I mean,
fuck off.
No, I'm kidding. But no, we're all friendly here and everything.
Porcupine he is.
I'm like, if you ever watch episode 1 of Star Wars, I'm like Qui-Gon Jinn. I am like super peaceful. I love trees, basically.
I hate Star Wars, so I have no fucking idea what he's talking about, but I'll just go along with it.
Jedi Master. But no, like, I'm definitely peaceful and everything. Yes, I get angry, and I've definitely got to work on that. I'm definitely at fault of that, but...
Roger that, Genki. You go ahead and get some rest, brother, and check it out tomorrow. It'll be up on YouTube then. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Wayward.
It'll also be up on my YouTube by tomorrow as well.
I can't stream.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, well, that's because you have shit internet.
Shut up.
Shut up, X. Wayward's making his closing statement.
But no, yeah, just go to one of us officers. We're all friendly and everything. We're not gonna, like, bite your heads off.
Yeah, except for X. He might.
Yeah.
It depends on how, whether it's important
X
or not.
X is an ass. No, I'm kidding.
Depends on the day you catch me, really.
Actually, X is an excellent officer and should be respected as such. you know, I don't care if you like him or not. Just do what he says, because he's thinking in the good interest of this gaming organization. He's been in training for it for a long time, and he's done very, very well in that capacity. Helped get us all back together after the collapse of Dust 514, which nearly destroyed us as a gaming community. But with X's help and Brother Sands and a lot of other guys, we finally pulled back a lot of lost Templars. I'm not going to repeat that, but it was pretty funny. Hart, any closing statements from the frontline representative over there?
In terms of anything relating to lore, any of that, no.
What about your chat thing? You want to mention that, or your board and want to talk thing that you do?
Yeah.
Oh, that. Oh,
that's for people to come in and blow off steam if they need to, because everyone has those days, and I'd rather it just, you know, be off the record in a sealed container so it doesn't spill out somewhere else.
And
also, Rose, I want to speak to you about that afterwards privately.
Hold on. Am I correct in stating that's an open forum, not bound by Templar law? Anything can be discussed within reason?
Yes, sir.
Just don't bring it into Templar law side. Yeah. Or Templar Council.
Yeah, it's like think of it as a vent, guys. A place to let that steam out before it blows your fucking head off the top of your shoulders. Okay, guys. Hart, anything else?
Not really. May your lives be peaceful and your burdens light.
Can you testify as to your experience as a Templar so far? Honest opinion, brother. Brutal.
No, lie. You have to lie. It's all bullshit. Nope. Okay.
It's been pretty damn good. Okay. Yeah. But seriously, it has been pretty damn good. Everyone here has been upstanding for the most part.
Alright. Excellent to hear. And that shows that, you know, even though we've been in a bit of a decline lately, we still hold on to those core values. So that's I consider that a success for this year. And I'd like to thank every Templar involved and every Templar out there, active or inactive due to jobs, whatever. We're gonna close this out with everybody stand up. And,
I would actually also like to. Oh, sorry. Oh. I would actually like to thank all of you guys for letting me join in this community. It's been a year. One hell of a year.
Yeah, it has. It's been a great one. Genki says it's been an honor ever since Dust 514, and I agree. It's been an honor to know each and every one of you guys. All right, guys, I'm going to end this with a bow to you guys because you guys deserve it. You know.
I'm a butler this way, so.
You honor us.
Yeah, X, don't lean forward. Just don't lean forward.
That's Heart Rose, baby. He's got a butterfly wing on his. He's representing frontline.
Did I just hear your wife freak out over his butterfly wings?
Yeah, she loves them. She thinks they're freaking awesome, Heart. You got a fan, bro. So anyway, I'm going to close that out. This has been the year in review for the Templar Order. Thank you for watching, and honor and glory, everyone out there.
Yeah, honor and glory. Bye.
Honor and glory.